All right, so when dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace, there's two ways to protect your long-term account health and make sure that you can do this sustainably over time, right? The first is to do the dropship arbitrage like we do on OfferUp and Poshmark as an example, and a little bit of Mercari, as well as use review images. Now, you don't need to do either of those, but doing both of those will help maintain your account health longer because it will be practically impossible to detect that you're drop shipping. So obviously dropship arbitrage, you would just use the label that Facebook provides, and I'll show you that here in a second. And obviously review images are going to help your listings look more native to the platform because platforms like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, for example, started with reselling items, right? So generally speaking, most people still have the perception that they're going to get secondhand items that are used on this platform, although obviously you can find dropship items and new items, right? Furthermore, using review images on your Facebook listings is going to help protect your account from IP claims from other sellers, which used to be a major issue. Isn't that big of an issue anymore, but it's just going to protect your account so you never have to face that issue. So you don't need to do this, especially when you're starting, just to get some actual listings up quickly and start making some money. But as you start thinking about protecting your long-term account health and really doing this consistently over time, I would implore you to at least test these strategies and use them if you want to be completely safe, right? So the way that you can actually do this, if you want to do the dropship arbitrage and dropship with review images, is first and foremost, you need items to get review images that have a lot of reviews, right? If you're listing products that don't have a lot of reviews, like this 38 review bear blow up here, chances are there's not really going to be any high quality review images on this actual product that we can utilize that are going to showcase the actual product well and actually get sales, right? So there's a lower likelihood the lower amount of reviews that you have, but the higher amount of reviews a product has, usually I try to find something that's at least like 400 to 500 reviews, preferably over 1,000. Like this cat right here with almost 1,300 reviews probably has a bunch of really good review images that we can then utilize on our listing. So if we scroll down to the review images just to kind of look, you'll notice that there's a ton of review images here. So see all photos, and boom, it's got a ton of which we can use other people's photos to make it look like we have this product in our possession, and then obviously would do the dropship arbitrage. Now you could do one or the other. You don't have to do both. You could just dropship directly with review images. You could also just do dropship arbitrage with the actual normal listing photos. Both of them work. These are just two tools that are going to help you prolong your account health longer, right? So one of the cool things about Z-Drop is when you're doing it with the review images, you can select the actual images here, and it will bring them over with you, right? So if you go down to the review images and we click the check boxes, like for these as an example, then we scroll back up and we copy it to Facebook Marketplace, it will copy those review images for us. So it really saves a ton of time. And then of course it will actually copy the stock listing images as well, but then you can just delete them out. This is going to save you a ton of time because you no longer have to take snippets of them manually, which is what you used to have to do. So this is a complete game changer now, right? So there you go. It's going to take the listing images, but it also at the end put the review images that we selected, again, all with Z-Drop just by clicking the check boxes. And so then if you want to use review images only, you just delete all the normal images out of there, and bam, now we only have review images on our listing, and it looks a lot better, okay? Then you would go through just like normal. You would edit the title. You would edit the description just like normal. Again, it marked the price up automatically. Now category, this would be a lawn ornament or a holiday ornament. I'm going to say lawn ornament. The condition here is new. And now if you want to do the dropship arbitrage when you click next, instead of actually using your own label, right? So instead of using your own shipping label, you would use the prepaid label that they give you so that instantly Facebook has that tracking number and there's less ambiguity, there's less customer complaints. They get the tracking number immediately in their order. Facebook has it synced up automatically, and so you don't run into many issues. It doesn't look like you're drop shipping. And then of course you would have to order it to your house first, use the label, package it, drop it off at the post office, etc., right? So the way that you can do this, just like you would on Mercari or Poshmark, you don't really need to worry about it, but Mercari is you'd go back to the listing. You'd obviously have to find out the weight. So you just scroll down to the product dimensions really fast and the product information. There it is right here. It's a pound and it's 9 by 9 by roughly 8. So we'd come back. We'd say it's a pound. and we can pick our shipping carrier. Obviously, we'd go USPS first class here because it's cheaper, and then we'd update it. Now we're using the prepaid label that Facebook provides us. So we're doing the dropship arbitrage on this listing, and we did it with review images. So really hope that helps, guys. You don't need to do these two things. They're just two tools that can help prolong your account health and really fly under the radar dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace. Give them a shot.